I am about to give you guys a major secret. I'm about to give you guys something that you already knew and already used to practice at one point in your life, but you stopped doing it. Self-awareness is going to be one of the biggest keys to accomplishing any goal that you have, knowing who you are, knowing what you want, deciding what you want to live for, what you were willing to die for, what your principles are, what the tenets of your life are going to be. Any of those things, self-awareness is going to be one of the most important things that you're going to need to develop in order to develop those things as well. There is a very easy way to develop self-awareness. Very easy way. And it's something that you already once did as a child. It's a simple question. And it's a question that you can apply to everything across your life and that you should be applying to everything across your life. The question is so simple. The question is just, why? Just that simple. Now, when you were like 5 years old, you used to fucking kill your parents with this question all the time. Why is the sky blue? They gave you an answer. Well, why is that? They gave you an answer. Well, how come this? And then they gave you an answer. And then after the 19th why, they probably just snapped and told you to go sit the fuck down somewhere. Now, it is super simple. You just have to apply that same question to everything that's in your life. This will help you understand who you are, what your drives are, what your motivations are, and anything else about your life that you're trying to figure out. When you can do that, you can break all of these things down and figure out what it is what truly drives you, why it drives you, and what you want to do about that in case it's not something that you want. And at a certain point, I can tell you right now that you will know when you have mastered this ability. It will be so obvious to you. It'll be when you get to a certain point, which we'll cover in a second. When you have something that you think is driving you, when you have something that you think is important to you, you should be asking yourself, why is it driving you? Why is it important to you? Man, there's a beautiful woman that you're talking to, right? And you can't help it. You just want her so bad. You think she's the greatest thing walking, and if you got her in your life, man, your life would be so much better. Why? Why are you so attracted to this woman? This is a very important question that you should be asking yourself. Why are you so attracted to her? Why do you want her in your life so bad? What is it about her that's actually driving you towards the point where you think that she is such a great idea? And it goes even further than that. Why do you want the degree that you want? Why is it that you want this particular car so bad? Why do you want people to see you a specific way? It doesn't matter what it is. You can apply this question to every single thing in your life. And if you are capable of doing it and then working out the answers to those questions, you will figure out a lot about yourself. Once you figure out those things about yourself, you can decide then at that point if these things are worth keeping within you, if these desires are worth having. And if not, you change them. Well, I want this woman because she's beautiful. She's got a big butt and a beautiful face. Great, that's wonderful. Does she have anything going for herself that she could actually bring to your life? Is there a way that she can make your life better? Because I personally think it is you're gonna hear me say this, I've used it in a rhyme of mine before, and I say it all the time. It is much better to have a basic bitch with a flat butt than to have a bad bitch that ain't worth a fuck. That is the truth. You want a woman that's gonna bring some sort of value to your life. Now, women get this idea that we think that the value that we see in a woman is the same value that they see in a man. We don't give a fuck about your career, ladies. Don't give one fuck. It's nice if you're chasing your passion. That is amazing. That's a driving factor for me personally. Holy shit, this woman is very passionate about this particular thing and she's fucking chasing that shit down. I love that. I don't really give a fuck what your career is. I don't really give a fuck how much money you make off of it. I have my own shit going. I'm focused on making sure that I can take care of myself, my friends, my family, and anybody else who I bring into my life. So I'm not really concerned with how much money you're making. So those things don't apply to me. I love the fact if you're chasing down your passion. And guys, you should be thinking the same way. What is it that she's actually going to bring towards your life that's going to make your life better? Does she actually bring a level of peace into your life? Because peace that's invaluable. And ladies, Any man, one of the biggest compliments a man can ever pay you that you guys will never fucking get, you guys never get it. If a man tells you you are his piece, that is bigger than I love you. I promise. That's just, take that, put that in your pocket, keep it. If you ever hear a man tell you that, man, he appreciates you more beyond anything that you're comprehending when he says something like that. Guys, if you're also like, well, I want this specific car, I want this specific job, I want to make this amount of money because you think of it's gonna bring you a certain level of respect. It's gonna bring you a certain level of prestige in the world. Why do you feel that you need that prestige? What is it that you think is lacking within you that you feel that you need these extrinsic factors to dictate who you are on an internal level? Because that's what that's gonna be. Figure those things out. You figure out why you want those things, why you think those things will add to your life, then you can work on those things yourself. And then you don't need those external factors. At which point you can still get those external factors, but they won't drive your internal value. So if you ever lost them, it wouldn't be a big deal. If your fucking Lamborghini means everything to you and it's got a fucking dent in it and it's like what you think is it's an identification of who you are and it gets a fucking dent, man, that's gonna be fucking heart-wrenching. You're gonna go fucking smooth left on whoever hit your car, whoever was driving it when they fucking wrecked it. When it's just a piece of machinery to you, it's not a big deal. Is anybody hurt? No, no one's hurt. Everybody's okay? Yeah, everybody's okay. Not a problem. This is what I have insurance for. See, there's the differences between you or how you react to those things are massive. Add that question, why, towards everything in your life that you are desiring, that you are chasing after, that you're trying to get, whatever it is, add it to you. When you feel that you're feeling something, why am I feeling this thing? Why is it that this outside external factor is causing me to feel this way? Work on that stuff. You'll figure out a lot of stuff about yourself by doing that. And self-awareness is key in this life. I give you my word. Now I'm gonna tell you how you're gonna know if you have mastered the ability to ask yourself why. When you can take a cherished belief and ask why this belief is so cherished in your life, when you can come to that point, you've already grown a lot. When you're willing to question those things, you've already grown a lot. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you ask why and break down a cherished belief, regardless of what it is, and you don't come to the point that you recognize that you came to this belief in error, then you're not great at asking yourself why yet. I can almost guarantee you. If you did not develop a cherished belief based on a solid foundation of things that you've actually come to know and understand, and then break those things down and be able to build your belief. So you build it from the fucking solid foundation up. That's when you can ask yourself why you have a cherished belief, and it can withstand you asking that question and thoroughly breaking it down. Most people's cherished beliefs are beliefs that were handed to them. And you will recognize, guaranteed, regardless of what this belief is, you're gonna recognize that there are errors in this belief. If it has been handed to you, if you did not develop it on your own, you're gonna recognize that you came to it, there's errors in it, and they came to it, believe in it through error. I can give you my word on this. Now the problem with that is when you get rid of a cherished belief, it's like killing a part of yourself. It really is. For those of you that believed in Santa Claus when you were a kid, it's very similar to that. Other people gave you the idea of Santa Claus being alive, Santa Claus being a real thing. And then at some point, you came to realize that Santa Claus wasn't real. Now at that point, a part of your childhood for sure, died the moment that you recognized that Santa Claus isn't real. A part of you died. That was a cherished belief, man. You fucking lived for that day every year. When that white man with the white beard and the red suit jumped down your fucking chimney, even if you didn't have one, to leave you presents and eat your fucking cookies. Your cherished beliefs are gonna be much like that. And when you are able to break them down, you're gonna realize that there's errors in them and you came to believe them through and by error. Now that doesn't have to mean that those beliefs are completely wrong. It just means that you have to figure out how they actually work for you and how they work inside of your life and then build up from there. Doesn't mean that it's going to be wrong. It just means that there's error in it because you haven't put the thought process into it and into building it itself. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. I want you guys to understand that if you're going to accomplish something in this world, if you're just going to find out who you are, if you're going to become a teacher of any kind, if you're going to become a student of any kind, if you're going to learn something, if you're going to try to build something, if you're going to do any of these things, man, self-awareness is going to be massive, massive, massively important. It's going to be a major key in your life to develop who you are and to develop what you want and to develop how you're going to go about those things. Self-awareness is going to be key. It's also going to be able to put you in a position to where you can decide the things that you're going to believe in. These are the things that you're going to stand for. Stand for something or you'll fall for anything. If you learn how you want to, if you learn how you want to go about deciding the things that you want to live for, you'll never fall for anything because you have things that you're standing for and you know why you're standing for them. You know what they mean to you. You've built them up from the ground up. You built the foundation for them. Asking yourself why is going to be important. You'll recognize you're a master of asking yourself why when you're able to break down your most cherished beliefs and recognize the errors in them. Then you can go about fixing the errors. Like I said, it doesn't mean that everything's going to be incorrect. It just means that you didn't find the way that they truly work for you and you specifically, rather than just accepting the things that were given to you. Excellence is as difficult as it is rare. I truly believe that. And if you're going to achieve excellence, you're going to have to go through very, very, very hard pathways to achieve that excellence. Asking yourself why is going to be one of those paths.